Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Featherhoof.
And I'm CarnagePanda.
And we are back for week 11 of Anime Talk, summer 2018, where, for once, we'll just be straightforward with it. We're not going to rank anything this week.
Yeah, nothing was offensive. Nothing made me question where are they going with this, except for Angels of Death, which we've dropped, and that's pretty much what we're going to say about that. I continue to tell you every week, because somebody, really, really didn't like that. Not that I didn't like it. I didn't like it either, but I don't seem to have the same hate for it as somebody. I hate this show with the fury of 1,000 burning suns. That's a lot of fury. So this week we're just going to do it alphabetically because it was all good this week. It really was all good this week. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the first anime. And the first show that we watched this week was Banana Fish.
We saw Banana Fish today!
And it was weird?
Yes, it was. Okay, if you can take... Last week, we had Commando if it was in an anime.
They did have our, highlights of our Commando this
week. They did,
so...
but today was like, okay, what if we mixed an early episode of Banana Fish, the way the story and stuff would play out in like the first couple of episodes, and then like combine it with a married couple sitcom? Because...
Yeah, it was kind of bizarre.
There would just be these long stretches of time where AG and Ash are a married couple.
That's summing it up. I can't do any better than that.
They are an adorable married couple, first off. It's actually quite hilarious. But God damn it. They would just be like, woo, we're over here now. I was surprised there weren't canned laugh tracks.
I'm very grateful that there were not canned laugh tracks.
As am I. I'm just saying I'm surprised they weren't there. But and then I guess, to quote Prompto from Final Fantasy 15, I'm going to do 3 halves here. It was also half very touching. Like there was like very serious, like
very, very touching in the show about 2 gay guys. No, not even 2 gay guys. The entire cast is gay.
If they have a name, they're probably gay in this show. Probably.
Except for our hero, Max Lobo.
By the way, it's the best character of the show. But now that our dearly departed Shorter's gone,
Too
Max
soon,
Lobo.
man. Too soon.
I know, but someone had to fill the shoes, and Max Lobo is there. So, what happened this episode? Ash returns to his gang, and suddenly the sitcom starts. It just goes right into sitcom mode.
Yeah, he goes into sitcom mode. They're like, he
wake me up after 2 hours.
Wake me up after 2 hours. And everybody's like, okay. Like, if I was, brutally beaten, mentally tortured and stuff, I think that I would want to sleep for longer than 2 hours.
No, not our Ashy. No, he needs 2 hours. But it creates one of the best scenes. The whole episode, the best scene is right here at the front, where 2 hours goes by, and then they're all like, "Shit, who's going to be the one to wake him up? Who's going to do it?"
Well, our hero AG is like,
hold my beer.
0 fucks given. Just walks over and is like, "Ash, get up!" And he starts punching him and roughing him up, and all these other guys are like terrified. They're like, "Oh my god, Ash is gonna kill this guy." But Ash is like, is it that time? And he wakes up with the best bed hair
he does
ever.
I'm jealous as fuck of Ash's hair to begin with, but I've never seen anyone with such elegant bedhead ever. Goddamn. So the show it's just straight out of sitcom. AG's cooking dinner for him and tea, and they're having back and forths, and it's like, aww, these two are gonna boing later. And it's just like, they have this running joke where, Ash calls him the sloppy Japanese, and AG calls him the wimpy American, or what did he call him? Because he kept like cleaning his wounds with the antiseptic, and he kept like ow, ow, the sensitive American or something like that. He called it something to that effect.
I must have missed that part.
It was adorable, and then suddenly again it takes weird tonal shifts like left and right. Suddenly it's like whoop, we're over here and we're talking about like the first time Ash killed a man, which was like the same time as the first time he got raped. Which, by the way, after no rape last episode, they brought it back. They didn't show it, it's just more implied rape.
Pro tip, there is a lot of rape in banana fish.
Yes. So, and then it's like, Ash is like, I guess it's like, AG's his like, lover / psychologist. Because then he like breaks up, starts crying in his lap, and it's a very touching scene. It's very, like, character building stuff. It's really, really good. And they sort of, like, it sort of just, like, cuts, and it's like they're asleep in different beds. They don't sleep together in the same bed before marriage. No.
I would hope not. Ash only has a twin mattress. that would be terrible.
Trust me, it is. Sydney and I only had a twin mattress for a long time, so...
How did you survive?
Not well. Anyway, so, then...
I do like the next part where,
where
Ash goes into super hacker mode.
Yes, with the glasses. I love the glasses.
Yes, he has glasses now. He's like, I am Ash Links, and now I can hack anything.
Basically.
He hacks Golzine's stock account on the New York Stock Exchange and like wipes this guy out of $100 million.
That was 90 million.
Same thing.
Okay.
So he wipes him out of a tremendous sum of money that he would never go broke with. If you could manage to go broke with that, you're just an idiot. But he like, I just can't get over the fact that since this is based off of a manga that's from the 80s,
yeah,
that of course that he has this ability to hack that because his pro hacker was while he was getting raped, which two times. I guess we miscounted.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
we miscounted.
Yeah, there were two talks of rape. We missed one last episode, so I had to double up.
So while he was getting raped by Golzine, he was going through his stuff, and Golzine didn't notice? What?
Yeah, apparently Golzine didn't notice that he somehow hacked into his computer and got all his passwords and usernames, I guess either before or after he raped him. One of the many rapes that occurred while he was... And it was just disturbing the way how candidly he talks about it. He's like, only Golzine's favorite pets are allowed inside his private chambers or whatever. And it's just like... Ugh.
Yeah, so Ash talks a copper or whatever, a Max Lobo lookalike, into buying him a...
No, wasn't that Max Lobo?
I
just with a mustache?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that was Max Lobo with a fake mustache.
It could have been.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure, though.
Yeah.
So don't quote me on that, and don't fact check us because...
Because Ash goes and has a dinner at the Oyster Bar, wearing, like, something that Carlton from Fresh Prince would wear, with the big 80s glasses as his disguise. And then I swear to God, it's Max Lobo in a suit and tie and like a fake mustache, and they're doing the pretend father-son thing. And he uses Max to buy a condo.
Yeah, it's like an $8 million condo.
And I think it's implied, if not outright said, I may have missed it, that it's specifically going to be AG's gilded cage to protect him.
I don't know. He put it across
because
one of the goose people's, because the evil organization in this that Golzine works for is Goose.
Well, no, I thought that was the code name for all his bank accounts, too, the first initial of all the countries that they're in.
His condo is right across from that building, so I guess he's using it to spy on them.
Yeah,
and he's gonna put AG in there because they're lovers now.
Yeah,
and it's a pretty nice place because he says
pretty sweet.
There's a grocery store on the bottom level and a gym.
Yeah.
And who knows what else? I'm gonna guess a swimming pool.
Yeah, probably.
And a skydiving place.
The strip joint. What else? What? A video arcade. This was the 80s.
This was the 80s,
yeah.
And we have not seen a single arcade.
That historically inaccurate. They were fucking everywhere.
Very, very, yeah.
So basically, it has one of the best ends. I mean, Arthur's like getting his gangs together. This is his last chance. Goldie's like, "You got one last chance. I'm going away. When I get back, I don't care if he's missing limbs. You bring that boy to me."
Yeah, Golzine is an idiot though, because he has said this how many times, and it has always come to bite him in the ass.
Yep.
I want Ash alive. Like, you think that by this time he would have gotten a clue?
Yeah.
That he needs this guy dead.
Yes, but he doesn't. So Arthur he gets all the gangs together, and he's like, "We're gonna go get him. We're gonna go get him." And it shows like beautifully as the credits are rolling. It's Ash is on a subway next to one of the guys. You can tell he was one of the guys in the meeting, the Arthur's men meeting, and he gets off the subway and just sort of reveals himself through his disguise of a hoodie and sunglasses. And the guy's like, "Oh, it's Ash!" And he starts to go after him.
He's like, "I'm gonna get that motherfucker."
And two of Ash's gang, pretending to be just like randos,
they're like
bump into him.
Like, he's like trying to vomit or something. He's obviously pretending, but they bump into this mook.
Yep.
That's all he really is, I guess.
Yeah, it's just he's Minion 2807.
And the subway doors close on him, so he can't get out. And I thought that was going to be the end of it.
Yep. But then he falls over dead because there is a big old shiv right in his, this whole like area right in here.
Yeah, the whole back area.
Yeah.
It's a gigantic knife.
Yeah, I think it was like sort of like going up into his lungs from the back is what it looked like.
Yeah, they got him pretty good.
Yeah, so it ends with that basically.
And that is the actual end of the episode.
Yeah. Like there is now going to be it looks like there's going to be gang wars now. Arthur has all the gangs except for what they say 2, not including the Chinese, and the other 2 are too scared shitless to move on anyone.
We know the Chinese are probably going to join up with Ash after they get over the confusion.
Maybe there's going to be but they're going to join in as a third party and fight Ash as well, probably for a while until the truth comes out. But we're about to enter all-out gang warfare. So it's not it's looking very good for us, the audience. It's not looking good for people in the show, though. There's going to be plenty of death coming up. So, yeah, we're excited. I believe I can talk for you on that one.
I'm very excited.
He's very excited.
No, I'm definitely. This is a great show.
Fucking A.
I didn't think so going into it. I just thought that the name of the show was really quirky.
Like, we picked it because when we were looking through it, we didn't have enough animes to fill 5 spots, and I went, "What is that? I want that just so I can say we saw banana fish today," because it's a funny name. But God, we're so glad we picked it. So, I guess we really can't talk any more to it until next week happens. So, with great excitement in our hearts, we move on to the next entry. Next on our list is Cells at Work, which even when we don't rank the episodes, just because of alphabetical, still ends up in number 4 spot.
Number 4.
It's man, this episode was a lot better than the past couple of episodes we've seen. It was actually a really good episode, entitled Heat Stroke, where once again the person who lives this person's body. The body is a very irresponsible human being. I swear to God. Either that or it's like somebody who's like put into dangerous situations constantly. Because this time they actually talk about, and it's very educational, more than any episode ever, this one had so many paragraphs of subtitles. I swear to God I thought there was going to be a test at the end.
Yeah, did you pass the test?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Because at some point my mental notes were going, wait. How does that fit with the one you just said and the one from three paragraphs ago? I'm a little lost now.
Yeah, I think the beginning of the episode...
it was a total info dump.
Opened up really heavy info dump.
Yes.
And then it went into an actual story.
And the story they told was actually pretty fun. I mean, it's talked about a lot about how sweat glands work and how so it's supposed to evaporate, or something like that, but it wasn't. It was still, liquefied.
Yeah.
And it showed all, representations of how the body tries to compensate when it's overheating. The blood going to the vessels or capillaries on the surface of the skin, the epidermis. And it was very interesting the way they depicted it all. And of course, because it's, red blood cell, white, our good buddy white blood cell 1146 always happens to show up wherever she is. And, kills a random germ. It's like, oh, germ, and he's there. And he sort of just travels with him because why the fuck not? And the running joke of, he's wearing this heavy outfit in heat stroke weather.
Well, wearing a heavy outfit in hot weather isn't, the worst thing you could do, because it actually prevents you from, hot, dry air from carrying off your bodily fluids.
True.
That being said, like you said, that this kid is really irresponsible, and I think that it is a kid, because
we've never had any evidence, but we never had any evidence to the contrary, so I'm not going to argue it.
We know 100% factually that it is a human body.
Yes, and a human body that is very stupid.
We don't know the sex of the person.
No.
But I think it's a kid.
Okay.
Because, like, at the beginning of the episode, they're opening up that, like, they're either eating dirt or something.
Oh! Well, no, they didn't open with it eating dirt. They, during the heat stroke episode, because it starts going through all the heat stroke symptoms of dizziness and fainting and, so on and so forth. And the body gets infected by, I actually had to bring this up, Bacillus cereus. And according to the, info dump paragraph, it's a common found in dirt or something to that effect. And it's just, he made the joke, he's like, what is it? Is the child eating dirt? Why is the child eating dirt?
Yeah, so, eating dirt is not the greatest thing for you.
No.
And I would think, there are a couple ways to keep yourself safe from heat stroke, which was the primary villain in this. The bacillus, whatever, just gets in there and starts going, I'm going to take this place over, but they're suffering from something more serious right now. And you can protect that from, staying in a shaded area, not going out in the heat, or the body can defend itself in air conditioning.
Yes. That was, oh god, what was the line that we made that joke? I was like, oh, it was something to the effect of, the such and such regulatory system is just one of the many ways that the body protects itself from overheating. To which he made the joke,
air conditioning.
He's like, the other way the body can prevent overheating, air conditioning. Which is funny at the time, but
well, it's kind of hot outside right now. And
well, yeah,
I'm actually sitting in an air conditioning room because screw that.
Even with the air conditioning, because I have a radiated, water cooled computer is still putting lots of heat into the air. So
we're fine.
So the bacillus is wrecking havoc. The white blood cells can't do shit because they're heat stroking out. And 1146 is trying to fight him and is doing his best. Like, he's pulling a Saiyan, he's like, I won't go down. I'm not gonna go down. Fuck you. And the thing just keeps whipping him because it's all his whippy tentacles and everything. It's almost a little like, S&M. It's a little creepy. It's like just whipping the crap out of him. He's just coming back for more. And, it looks like the bacillus has finally won. He drops him, 1146 off a cliff. And it's like, yes, I've won! Haha! And I can't stop laughing, even though he had never started laughing. I love it. He's just like, and I can't stop laughing! Then he starts to laugh.
Yeah, I don't have much more to add about this episode other than, some of my confusion on the shots, like the red blood cells going down the streams, the bloodstream. I got confused, and I thought there were a bunch of Ugandan knuckles inside of the... I was like, what?
The way it was shot, when the bacillus was flying through the air over the heads of all these red blood cells, it showed just the top of their little red blood cell hat, uniform hats. And it just looked like an army of Ugandan knuckles.
Yeah, so I was like, what's going on here? And then there's like a couple shots of a red blood cell, one of the girl types, with just these bug eyes. And I was like, what?
It was really interesting. But and one of the parts I thought was kind of funny, just because of the way it was portrayed, it sort of reminds you explicitly, yes, this is inside a body. Because as the Bacillus is cackling, it's like it's victory. It's like they all look in the sky, and this giant cloud formation is coming through, like something's penetrating through the clouds, and it's this giant fucking tip of an IV needle, and just starts proceeding to inject the body with saline to like replenish its, is it they replenish it? They put saline.
Replenishing its fluids.
Yeah, replenish fluids. They pump the body with something. I want to say saline, but I don't think that's right.
Gatorade.
There we go, Gatorade. And they're also coming back to life like, oh yes, the cool water, it's so good, yeah. And meanwhile, Bacillus is all pissed. He's like, wait, they're all coming back to life because of the refreshing water? What? I don't understand this, huh? And like a Jaws film, it shows underwater something is coming up on the Bacillus, until finally, a white hand grabs some of its tentacles, and it does the anime thing where all of a sudden it's super deformed, it looks terrified, and just from the water comes white blood cell 1146, and he just has this look of murder on his face. It's like he's lost it. And it slowly turns around, and at first it's like he's not really looking at the Bacillus, he's like holding his tentacles and looking at it. His eyes, you see his eyes just go boop. And it just cuts away, and you see these blood fountains coming from like the distance.
Yeah, this is like Mortal Kombat levels of blood.
Yes.
Where it doesn't even end. Like fountains is underestimating. This is like a geyser, just
multiple guys are just over and over and over and over again. It was so fun. Like, even red blood cell and platelet were all of a sudden like, oh look, that's where Big Brother white blood cell is. And red blood cell's like, I don't think we should go over there right now.
And yeah, this is like, I'm pretty sure the target demographic for this show
is me.
Is little Featherhoofs.
Thank you.
And kids. But just to see a scene like this, which, you know, this show is just replete with just bloody carnage of these bacteria and stuff getting murdered brutally and without any what's
remorse?
The word? Yeah, any remorse or
mercy.
No, there's no mercy. I mean, there can't be any mercy because it's inside of a body,
right?
And if they give mercy to the bacteria or the viruses, that's a bad thing.
Absolutely.
So, of course they have to murder them, but the way the show depicts it is just these geysers of blood just flowing out.
It's so fun to watch how they depict the white blood cells as like they're villains in a slasher film. They just go nuts with their knives, and it's so beautiful to watch.
So I'm just thinking, you know, the little kids over in Japan that are watching this show,
they get fun.
They're like, Mommy and Daddy, is that how it really is? And they're probably like, yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
We'll go with that. Yeah. Like kids nowadays get so much cooler things that, you know, educational things that we ever had. It's not fair. I would have passed health class a lot better if I had this show. I swear to God.
Yeah, all we got was the Power Glove.
Ugh. So on that disgusting memory of a peripheral that never properly worked, we're just going to go ahead. Cells at Work was a fantastic episode today. It really made up for some of its little lackluster episodes in the past. And we're going to go ahead and move right along to the other anime we enjoyed this week.
And our third victim today was Dropkick on My Devil, which, you know, this was the most illusion-heavy episode in a while.
How so?
You didn't see all the references to Food Wars,
okay.
Detective Conan.
Yes.
What else was there?
Attack on Titan.
It's
like Jashin-chan was trying to get out of her own.
We missed.
Yeah, Jashin-chan was trying to get out of her own anime by pretending on other animes.
But they were just rejecting her. They're like, nope, you got to stay in your own show.
I always loved it. Like, she would go and she like not only dress up like the main character, do their pose. And like her art style would change slightly to reflect that anime, and she would always go into the anime studios with their names like censored out. And it would always go,
Yes.
5 seconds later, and showing her being chucked out on her ass.
Speaking of poses, I'm surprised they didn't do a JoJo reference, which that's just dropping the ball there.
Yeah. Why would they? Is it one of the top most popular animes? I mean,
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. You're the weeb. You got to tell me.
I'll have to look that one up.
I only know from the little bits you've shown me. I haven't actually gotten a chance to sit down and watch it. All I know about it is, oh no! Holy shit! So.
Oh my god!
Anyway, we're talking about Dropkick on My Devil, not JoJo.
But anyway, I love these shows. Somebody said it was reminding them of Gabriel Dropout, which
I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. Gabriel Dropout, it had sometimes I guess there were some
the only thing I would
where...
agree is that they're doing biblical things in it. You
Yeah.
know, Dropkick on My Devil, angels, demons, monsters, Greek monsters. Not really biblical. Okay.
Well, someone else's Bible. I mean,
but I think the first skit, it starts out with the Piccolo scene.
Yeah, Piccolo and
she gets scammed by the guy, the two girls that are looking for money for the kids that are not doing well.
Yeah, Piccolo. Poor Piccolo. I feel.
I use scammed lightly.
Yeah, she's not even getting scammed by those two girls. I think God is trolling her.
Yeah, because she trips and falls with all the money that she had.
She's been saving up her money for an unspecified period of time. She's talking about, I finally have enough money that I can buy an apartment or a rented apartment. I can finally get out of my cardboard house. I can finally start living comfortably. She trips, and all of her money, all of it, just woo, clunk right into the collecting tin.
Yeah, she's a good 20 feet away.
Yes, and the two girls are like, "Oh, thank you, you're such a generous person." He's like, "But that I didn't mean to put it out." "Oh, you're so generous. You're a true angel. Oh, you're an angel." And it's like, shit.
Yeah, they guilt trip her into it, and she's like, "Yeah, okay, it's for the kids." But then it turns out that they get arrested later.
Well, yeah, she takes her last 2,000 yen dollar bill thing, and that she has sewn into her underwear, which is like, okay. And goes to a ramen shop was it a ramen shop curry shop or what was it?
That's exactly why I don't like using cash. I don't know where it's been.
But she goes to find it. She's like, you know what? I did a good deed today. I'm going to treat myself with my last 2,000 yen bill. I don't know what they're called. And goes to curry ramen shop. What was it? Ramen curry? What was it?
You know what?
I
think they used some kind of food that we were not familiar with.
It was a food shop, and Jashin-chan's already there. He's like, "Hey, come join me, Piccolo." And she's like, she only does it because there's no they're open spots. She orders her food, and while she's waiting for it, she overhears this dude's like, "Oh, did you hear about those people who were pretending to do a charity outside for kids? And they just got arrested." And she puts two and two together, and she just can't take it. She just gets so upset, and she goes and she goes and gets another job?
No, she just leaves the place, and she gets another job later.
Oh, that was another skit?
Yeah, it was another skit.
Oh, I thought that was a continuation of that skit.
She goes and gets, she leaves the place because she's all distraught, depressed, and
Jashin-chan takes her
her
food.
last $20 floats into Jashin-chan's hand.
Oh yeah, I don't even say it. Piccolo walks out, and her $20 bill just sort of floats back in.
I think that Featherhoof is completely correct here. God does not like Piccolo.
No, God is trolling Piccolo. You know what? I don't think it God doesn't like her. God gets a kick out of her.
Yeah.
God gets a kick out of her misery.
He's like, yeah, that's pretty funny. Your misery. You need to be more miserable.
Yeah. So that's to me. It felt like it just sort of it then transitions right into the next skit. It almost feels like the same skit, where she gets another job as a bodyguard.
Yeah. Our favorite other Halo-less angel,
Pepperoni. Paparon or whatever, I don't know.
Now a Japanese idol, and she's looking for a bodyguard.
Or shield.
a meat shield to protect her from crazy fans, which...
Yep. Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm always... it always amuses me because, like, I know for a fact that Japanese idols can't even marry or date someone because of how rabid their fans are.
I can see that.
But in anime, these fans are always super crazy.
God, what was it? The one dude, I loved it. The one dude, what was her idol name?
Pepperoni Pizza.
But we'll just call it Pepperoni because I don't even remember her alias human name. I can't even remember. But this fat nerdy guy comes up during the autograph session. He's like, "Can you autograph it to Pepperoni's pig?" It's like, okay, all right.
That's a little much there, bro.
Yeah. And then they sneak in this full 3-minute long pop idol scene, full song and all.
They stuck in an entire song of an idol sequence into this episode, which was weird.
A little bit. It felt completely out of character for the show, but it makes up for it. It makes up for it because a rabid fan jumps on stage with a miniature version of Amy's hammer from Sonic the Hedgehog, the squeaky hammer, and tries to assault her because she won't answer his R-rated tweets on social media.
I think you need to go a little farther. Because usually when you're saying it's R-rated,
that's how he described it.
I know, but it's usually just violence for R-rated. This guy's probably making some X-rated stuff.
Probably.
And he's like, you're just ignoring that stuff, and you're gonna pay for that. Like, what, dude? You need to get a grip.
And Pekala, being the angel that she is, and actually, it's takes the blows for Pepperoni, for the squeaky hammer, which every time it hits her.
Yeah, so this hammer to me, it looked like it was totally non-lethal, and it didn't actually present a threat, but Pekala gets completely bodied by it.
Yeah, but she goes into the whole, I will die to protect you because I'm an angel, it is my duty, and this, that, and the other, and actually proceeds to get knocked the fuck out.
And the rabid fan goes to jail because he needs to be there.
Yeah. So she wakes up in Heaven Hospital, which was funny because, Pepperoni actually works for Heaven Records.
Yeah.
And Jashin-chan and Yurine are there, and we gave her apple slices. It's oh, okay. They brought her apple slices. And then it's Pekala's oh, and you brought me a fruit basket too. It's oh no, that was already there. And Pekala's all oh man, I was always so excited because this $30,000 a day job. I was gonna use that money. I bet it's going to have to go to, paying off my medical bills. No, we heard a nurse say it was already paid off. They're well, who could have paid it off? And that shows Pepperoni outside, and she's all begrudging, you dumb Pekala. Meh.
Yeah, so Pepperoni actually does a nice thing.
Yep.
Other than her usual...
spiky bat psychotic actions.
She's kind of malevolent,
Yeah. So... that's really the end of that skit. It was fun. It was just really weird that they added that idol song. They just added the whole idol song. Next skit was
there was another skit about Medusa and Jashin
Valentine's Day.
With the Valentine's Day thing. And Medusa's like, how do you make chocolate? And Jashin goes in and is like, this is how you do it. Well, how do you cut the chocolate?
First she's like, well, why? He's like, I don't want. Why would I teach you? He's like, well, I want to make it for my special someone for Valentine's Day. And Jashin-chan's like, shit, I have someone to murder. Who is it? Who's your special someone?
She says I'm going to put her on the hit list.
Yeah. So
you could definitely tell that Jashin-chan is very jealous here.
And you can see the outcome a mile away right at the start, but we'll get there. And she's all secret, I can't tell you who my secret someone is. Tell you what, if you teach me how to make chocolate, I'll tell you afterwards. And so she's just so she can get the name, so she can hunt this person down, she teaches how to make chocolate. First by putting Medusa in a cute chef's outfit.
Yeah,
And then
I guess
herself,
it's some kind of other Food Wars reference or something.
Maybe
one of those other cooking shows like Gordon Ramsay.
but then puts herself in like a professional chef's jacket with a hat, like a French chef hat that goes up 20 feet.
Oh yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
And she got her hair tied back in a really cute way. But
you know what? I did comment on this. I said that the moe in this section was really strong.
Yeah, it really kind of was. And so they actually go through it became a tutorial on how to make a chocolate thing. And it was kind of interesting. And in the end, it's, again, you saw it a mile away. She makes the chocolate, she puts it in a box, ties it in a bow, and while she's waiting for Medusa to tell her the name so she can put it on her hit list, she hands her the box of chocolates. Like, it's you're my special someone. It's like, oh, adorable, predictable, but adorable. And they actually have a cute moment. Like, it even shows from outside. You just hear them goofing around with each other. And even Urine, like, meets up with Minos outside, and they comment on, like, aw, those two are so cute together. They're actually so happy when they're around each other. Which is still, to me, is, when you remember that it's actually a very toxic relationship where one's really abusing and using the other one, it's not really that cute, but...
This kind of reminds me of a commercial that aired in the 1990s that had the song So Happy Together in it.
Smash Brothers trailer?
Yes.
Okay. You were... Yeah. Kinda, yeah. So, was there another skit, or was it just those skits?
I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I think that might have been. It was only the 3 skits this time around. So, yeah, that was Dropkick on My Double. It was funny. Like I said, it even though it had weird moments, it really made up for it. And, with the weird idol scene, it made up for, for that weird departure. There's very Pekala heavy. And we really both got a kick out of the other anime references. Especially when she does the salute from Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
I couldn't tell which girl she was trying to mimic or something because I'm gonna guess Krista.
I would probably guess that as well.
So, yeah, top 10 animes, and do you have anything else to add about this one?
Not this one. It's random. I mean, some people seem to, because of the comments we were reading, some people they seem to question the randomness of the show without realizing this show is just randomness incarnate in animated form.
It's supposed to be a comedy and
a random comedy at that. It's skits.
It's kind of like Saturday Night Live. You just have skits. It's not supposed to have some kind of formula or plot behind it. I
mean, it does have the overarching theme, but it's part of what builds the world. What's funny is the skits and its randomness, and it's so good for that. Even though it had some missteps earlier on, but it's really made up for its sense.
I mean, yeah, like I said, this is one of those shows that really shows that you can write a story with no plot.
Absolutely. So with that, amount of praise for this show, we're going to go on and praise yet another show. And next on our list is Hanebado, where it was actually pretty good this episode. It was not offensively stupid as the past two.
And we're definitely back on track. We're doing badminton matches.
We're entering the finals.
Yeah, we had the big one today of Aragaki versus Ayano.
Well, after in the beginning we got a little practice match of Darth Ayano versus the one blonde-haired boy.
Isn't Darth Ayano so cute when she puts on murder grins, though?
Yes, she is. My God, when someone puts on a grin that says "I'm gonna murder you"
and your entire family.
Yeah, it's like, oh, adorable. Aw. Although I think you said, I love what you said. It's like it's pretty much confirmed that she has a Sharingan because. Aragaki was like, I can't let her see my smashes because then she'll be able to react to them.
Yeah, definitely confirmed Sharingan.
But anyway, so the episode is it's a lot of Ayano antagonizing everybody. She is Ayano's mother is, in my eyes, and until they do something or prove something, or change something about the storyline or timeline, Ayano's mother is a horrible human being. But Ayano is a bitch. She has somehow become a bitch. An absolute oh my god. I mean, can you blame her for being upset at her mother? No, you cannot blame her for that at all. But she seems to really be taking it out on every other human being who's trying to be her fucking friend.
Yeah, so this has definitely got me interested in actually reading the manga just to compare and contrast, because the way they're doing Ayano is just so over the top, and I'm pretty sure at this point that she has become the Senate. And
well, it's like I even pointed, like, what's her friend's name? Elena, I was like, it's, Elena pulls her over and like, it's like, why are you acting like this and everything like that. And I went, it's your fault. You brought her into badminton after she didn't want to do it. This is all your fault. And Elena goes, it's all my fault. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, she finally owns up to making a horrible mistake.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, there's just two people in this show I want to punch. First off is Ayano, for just, it's like, every time she says some snarky or asshole-ish thing to somebody, like, her friends are all like, they're trying to support both of them. They're both part of the same team. They're from the same school. And the friends are all, they're trying to be friendly. Like, hey, you do your best out there. You do your best. And she's like, I don't need it. Don't need it. Fuck off.
She's definitely not a team player.
No. And it's like, she keeps doing that. Like, when Elena confronts her about it, she's like, I don't need this whole, buddy act that they're all putting on. It's like,
I really disagree with Ayano here, because I think that building somebody's confidence up by complimenting them is something that actually works.
Yeah, Ayano says, she specifically says, like you said, she actually says, giving some, how did you put it? Giving them confidence, cheering them on, doesn't make you play any better. It does. It honestly does.
I mean, I guess in Ayano's case, since she draws on the dark side of the Force.
Well, she didn't have anyone cheering her on. Even when they showed scenes where her mother was in her life and was watching her matches, she wasn't there cheering her on. She's in the back of the stands going, like, just judging her while she's playing. And even that, Ayano's mom actually, she says the reason she left her life was so that she wouldn't rely on her anymore. She's like, so that you would play badminton for yourself instead of so that you would, you wouldn't play it for me.
This in no way backfired horribly.
No, of course not. No. And if I misinterpreted, please correct me, but that's the way my brain remembers it. Because when she started saying it, I couldn't take it in because I just went, what?
Yeah, this is a pro tip. This is how evil overlords are created, by just subjecting them to just abject loneliness.
And neglect.
And, yeah, just absolute neglect.
It's like, oh my god. And finally, it ends, first off, we get the beginnings of the match between Aragaki and Ayano. The finale has begun. And Aragaki's holding her own fairly well. She's got some pro tips she's going to use, and actually scores the first 2 points.
I like this match because
it was a very good match.
It had that inner monologue with Aragaki showing.
No, it showed everyone's inner monologue. Like, everyone was like watching it, and it was really good.
It did all that, but it showed that Aragaki is going in there with a game plan.
Yeah.
On how to defeat Ayano.
And herself.
And herself.
Yes.
She's trying to beat herself and Ayano at the same time.
Yes. But Ayano actually sort of like, after those first 2 points, she calls her out. She calls her out on it. She's like, oh, I didn't know you were capable of such tricks. You just don't want to see me, you want me to not see your smashes. I get what you're getting at. And it's obvious Ayano's now, she's coming up with a plan. But before we can figure out what that is, before the match continues past those first 2 points, somebody finally does what we all want to do. Elena follows Ayano's mother outside and sort of confronts her, like begins a confrontation with her.
So there's a way I wanted this scene to go.
Yeah, it involved punch.
It went in a different direction.
Yeah.
But after she said her mom's name, which I think she said her mom's name.
Yeah.
I figured that she was going to slap her mom across the face.
I was hoping for it.
Because I feel like that would have fit the scene perfectly.
But I think it's because Elena feels partially like, part of her probably feels like she's just as much to blame because she got Ayano back into badminton and so on and so forth.
Well, but she's not...
Because you can see she's riddled with guilt. She is riddled with guilt.
There's less blame that lies with Elena than with her mother.
But Elena doesn't feel that way. Elena's starting to feel really guilt-ridden by all this. But it's still, she's finally confronting Ayano's mom, and it's just like, finally, someone's doing it, but then it cuts to credits. It's like, God damn it! I wanted someone to call her to task.
Well, I'm still glad we got this episode because it's back on track, and we're not getting all these loopy, out-of-character moments from Connie.
Yes.
And
which she's disappeared from the universe, even though it's like she was supposed to be a major factor. But like the pink-haired chick is still in it. But Connie was just like, okay, I did my out-of-character shtick. Bye.
Yeah, I feel that this is going to be one of those shows that's like, go look up the source material. Yeah. Like, we're probably just going to get the match between Aragaki and Ayano, however that's resolved. Yeah. Because I don't know who's going to win.
Well, here's what's funny is
in typical shonen fashion, it would be Aragaki.
They even said it really doesn't matter because Aragaki is already bound for nationals. She doesn't need this fight or this match. So this is like, basically she's doing it out of a sort of like sense of pride or, like she said, to defeat herself. So it's...
whatever that means.
Yeah. I think she means like the self, the version of her from when they fought during the intro of the show. So, yeah.
Well, I think she's already defeated that person because she's coming up with better plans and... yeah. It's kind of actually reading like an actual shonen manga.
It absolutely is.
Shonen battle, at least.
Yeah. So, we're really, like, unlike... like I said, the past 2 weeks have sort of been like... We went into it, even when we started this week, because of the last 2 weeks, we're like, all right, let's get this over with. Let's see what happens. This week's episode has actually got us both filled with hope again for the show. Any final thoughts on this?
No, I think it's going to go off on a high note.
I honestly think so, too.
Somebody's probably going to die, though.
Someone is fun, because it keeps... There's just those scenes where people keep hitting the shuttle at people, and they block it at the last second. It's like going straight for their chest.
No, I think that Aragaki is going to win the match, and it's going to be like an Obi-Wan versus Anakin moment. And she's going to be like, "Don't try Ayano. I have the high ground," and then she's just going to take her out.
I disagree, and you can call us. You can use this as a callback for later when the season ends. I think the opposite. I think Ayano's going to win, but Aragaki's going to have won in her other asset of defeating herself. She may not have won, but at least she didn't come away from her loss the way she came away from it at the beginning of the series. I think she's going to have that moral victory or that personal victory as opposed to the match victory.
Okay, I'll stick by mine and we'll see what happens then.
Okay. So, you guys mark the day, we mark our bets. Bets are open. Bets are open. And we're going to move on to the final anime we watched this week.
Well, these bets can't go bad since we're watching Jashin-chan.
That's true. What?
We're probably going to lose everything.
Okay.
And the final show this week was Review Starlight, and we're down to the final review, which was the review of Fate. And... I'm kind of getting real strong Revolutionary Girl Una vibes out of this because I did say this. I hope this does not end in the same way.
Let's hope not, but I don't know, because they've been hinting at the entire... Even though Hikari and Karen... I got Hikari's name right the first time. Yay.
Yay.
Even though they've been like, we're going to do it together, and it's always about together, they keeps talking about, but Starlight's a tragedy. But Starlight is a tragedy.
Yeah, we've got that dark cloud hanging over our head here.
So, the beginning of the episode starts off with basically going through all the stage girls. They're talking about, even though they're all breaking the rule. They're breaking the fucking rule of not talking about of the review.
What is the first rule of the review club?
Don't talk about review club.
And the second rule.
Yeah. But they're all doing it. They're all just like, oh man, I think I'm going to be the best. And I obviously did the most, and this and the other. I love the red hair and blue haired chick. Like, how many matches did you win? It's a secret. How many did you win? Secret. Shut up.
Definite secret. Yeah, they're gonna keep that secret, but the thing that they could actually get fined on, which whatever the fine is.
Yeah, there's supposedly a fine, but they're all chit chatting about it. So it shows everybody just sort of reminiscing about their reviews and generally just like wondering who's going to come out on top, and until finally they're all of them. Absolutely. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like, it shows there's actually a tender scene between Claudine and Maya.
Yeah, this really focuses on Claudine and Maya and Karen and Hikari.
Yeah, Karen and Hikari. I love it. Karen's... They'll just call her Karen's girlfriend, kicks them out of the room. And they go on... Like, remember when Hikari was trying to get Karen to show up at places where she was? By sending her pictures with her phone?
Yeah.
They go to those places, and they had a date. Let's be honest, they had themselves a date. And they reaffirmed...
Well, I'm not even, even confused about that part or denying it.
Yeah.
Because that's what this show has been about, is the relationships between these girls.
Yeah.
Platonic or romantic. However.
What platonic? There's no platonic friend. Actually, the only one that's mildly platonic, I think honestly, Hikari and Karen are literally just friends, platonic friends. I honestly,
I disagree, but
there can be friendships that close.
I think that this has really pushed that they're all gay for each other because they've been watching a lot of Banana Fish.
But so there's actually a scene where Claudine, sort of shows that talks about when they first met, her and Maya, and how she was always relegated to her second. There was Maya was always the prodigy, and Claudine was always her second, and how she always strived to be better. And like I said, meanwhile, Karen and Hikari are out on their date, and then while all these tender moments are happening, everyone's phones go off. All of them, absolutely every stage girl's phones go off to call them to the final audition. To which I found it funny because it just showed like this pipe just like letting down all the other girls into the stand, into its seat. It's like plop, 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 plop.
Yes, everybody but our final four.
And I love it because like the blue haired girl is like, what? I'm in the stands? No, this isn't fair.
She's like, I'm going home.
And all of the rest are like, we're gonna watch, so we can get better. We don't know what we're weak in unless we watch. And then she's like, well then I'm gonna watch too. But not because you're watching, but because I want to watch. And it shows that Hikari and Maya are at desks. And Karen and Claudine are in spotlights behind them. And basically, Maya's number one on the chart. Hikari's right beneath her, with Claudine after that, and Karen, as far as the chart goes, 1 through 4. And Jeffrey basically outstates out, I'm breaking the rules. Today is the first ever review duet. To which we get to hear the word duet said like 7 different times. Like, duet? Like, Japanese duet? So, and it's like, Jeffrey's like, you two are the top. Choose your partner. And then, of course, they choose who you think they're going to choose. And then proceeds possibly the best review battle this season. Which, of course, it should be.
This season? I don't think there's going to be any other seasons of this show.
Of the show then, fine. It is the best battle of this show. I mean, there's been some close seconds. I really liked the Hikari versus Banana one, Banana-chan one. That was a really good fight. But this is definitely the creme de la creme of fights here.
Yeah, there was some really good choreography in this battle. They're going 2v2 and kind of mixing it up a little.
But I like the fighting philosophies here. Like, you got Hikari and Karen who basically want to share spotlight. Mm-hmm. They want to share their shine together. They want their shine to grow because they're together. Versus Claudine and Maya, who their individual shines grow brighter because they're always bouncing off of each other. You know, they're both trying to be better than each other, thereby enhancing each other. So we got battling philosophies here, and it's actually really nice to watch because it actually shows in the way they fight. And it's really excellent to watch, and they did really good animation too. Except there was one moment that you pointed out of inaccuracy.
Yeah, there's. I don't know if it was an animation goof or just whatever. When they first do the whole magical girl transformation thing, and then Hikari's standing there, she has like 2 daggers, and in the fight she only has 1.
Yeah, every time she's ever fought, she's only ever had 1 dagger. But there's like when they're doing the pose, there she is with 2 daggers. It's sort of like, well, that's new.
I'm not sure if that was a mistake or intentional.
Or maybe she's had 2 this whole time and she only wields 1 at a time? I don't know. But it was a fantastic fight. And of course, Hikari and Karen win it. Hikari and Karen, and Claudine has a breakdown.
Yeah,
oh my god.
She has a breakdown. She's like, Maya could not have lost.
She's like, she even rips off her own stud. What are those things called? The stars? The
little stars that hook their capes on there.
Yeah, she rips it off like, no, I lost. I was the one who lost.
She's like, I lost. So not Maya.
Yeah, Maya could not have lost. And she starts screaming this in French because she's emotionally lost it. She's gone. She can't stand the fact that they lost. And Maya actually talks her down in French, which I didn't even know she knew. Maya actually talks her down in French, and they have a beautiful, beautiful moment where we get to see nothing but goddamn subtitles covering 2/3 of the goddamn screen the entire fucking time. Because not only at the bottom of the screen do we have to have, get this, we have French subtitles that are subtitled into English into French.
Yeah, this is one weak point of the show.
Yeah, and then on the right-hand side shows kanji with French over top of it with English subtitled in between. And that subtitle moves from the left side screen, then it's on the right side, then it's on the left again. I'm like, wait, where am I God damn it!
Like we're obviously watching this on high dive because we're watching it through legal means. If you're doing it through less than legitimate means, then perhaps, I don't know, whoever does the subtitles would have it differently, but it was just a goddamn mess the way they have this set up, which it looks like it was a mess of the Japanese to begin with.
Yeah.
Because it looked like it was just set up the same way.
Because if you take out our subtitles, just for us,
yeah,
it has French words at the bottom, kanji on the side, and it's like it's just taking up like a third of, like if you split your screen into 3 sections, 3 vertical sections, one of the far left sides, he's flipping back and forth, is just giant kanji to describe the French that's at the bottom. And
neither of us could speak French, so
or Japanese.
Yeah, or Japanese.
So it became a mess of words all over it. But it was a very tender scene, and it was just like where these 2 people were. It was insinuated that they had a relationship, and they broke up because Maya basically was like, "I'm going to be on top." And there can only be one top. So they basically get back together and they have this beautiful moment where it's like, we didn't lose anything. You didn't lose, I didn't lose because we still have each other, and it's gorgeous scene. It's like, you know, if you have a heart at all, you go, aww.
I mean, this is sweet and all, but I just want to comment on Maya wanting to be the top star because she has always lost. Like, no matter what, she has always lost because they had the time loop. Banana had always beaten them, and then now she got her cape cut off by Karen.
Right, but also remember, every time the time loop happens, their memory's wiped. She don't remember.
I know that she doesn't remember, but she's always been set up as the top star.
Yeah.
But in the end, she's just been the loser the whole time.
But that's because Banana-chan is never really, she didn't have the same ambition as everyone. She just wanted to be a part of it. Like, she just wanted to be a part, like, when she, as far as being on the stage, you know, she didn't want to be the top star on the stage. She wanted to win the review so that she can earn the prize to keep everyone in that time loop.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's, you know, Banana-chan had the greatest shine in the review, but Maya always had the greatest determination to be the best. So,
which, is not actually enough.
Nope. Because Hikari and Karen, they win the match. They win and they are ascended to the star. But then Jeffrey basically takes his giant giraffe hoof and flips them the finger and says, and now begins the review of tragedy.
Yeah, so now we have Hikari and Karen going up there, and they want to have this whole, everybody's going to do Starlight together. This is our dream.
Yep.
And Jeffrey just comes out and he takes a shit on the stage.
Yep.
He's like, nope, this ain't happening. Now you two have to fight it out. And then we have our moment of our top 10 anime betrayals.
Yup, because Karen, apparently it's not processed in her brain that they have to fight now. She thinks, she was totally, we all were under the impression this was the end. Oh my god, they got their wish. Yes. And then Hikari just basically, she thanks Karen. She's like, thank you for always believing in me, for keeping our promise alive, for always thinking of me. But I will not allow your shine to be taken. And cuts off her pin and pushes her off the stage.
Now, I don't exactly know what this means because the review has not actually started. And she just, attacked her before anything had proceeded. So I don't know if this is against the rules or anything.
But what it does do is it actually finally lives up to the foreshadowing that the beginning of the show showed, where she was on the Tokyo Tower and Hikari was shoving her off. And she would always... the joke that we always saw was her falling through everything.
Yeah, she does like to fall.
She does like to fall. So we're finally... that has finally happened on the stage. And it just sort of hangs there. It ends right fucking there.
Yeah, and since we don't get the... Usually, they have the what next time on Dragon Ball Z thing.
Yep.
But since Review Starlights is actually decoupled and they don't send it out for till Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're going to be looking at going forward since there's still 2 episodes left.
Yep.
I don't know what that means at all because, like you said, you were kind of confused as well.
Yes. We finally, I thought after we got the Banana-chan temporal loop thing explained to us, I was like, I understand it. I finally get it, because even Hikari's backstory enlightened us more about what the costs are, what's at stake, and it was established. We got it now. But then this happened, and it's like, oh wait, did Karen lose? What happened here? How is beating her and shoving her off the stage save her from having her shine stolen? And why is she so certain Karen's going to have her shine stolen? And Karen could beat her, I think.
Who knows? I'm totally confused because I don't know if that actually counts as her beating her.
I don't know. That's where the confusion comes in. Until we were finally on Jeffrey's page. We were finally like, he understands? We understand. He understands. We're back to not understanding. So again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to speak for you here. If I'm wrong, correct me. We are absolutely enthralled and want to watch the next episode really fucking bad. Just to see what the fuck this means, what's going to happen. So he's not correcting me, so I'm assuming that's correct. So
I have no idea because, like I said, I'm stuck on not understanding whether this means that Hikari has claimed victory over everybody.
I don't know.
And if she's going to make some dumb wish.
Oh god, I hope not. I hope she's not going to do... But she said the final line of the episode is she says goodbye. Like, she tells Karen, she says thank you. She says, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't let your shine be taken. And then after she chucks her off, she says goodbye. As if she's leaving. As if she's like she has some kind of plan to make sure Karen doesn't lose her shine or something. Like, she's just as if she's going to make sure... I think my prediction. I think she's actually going to forestall it. She's going to make sure it can't happen. She's not going to fight anymore. She's refusing to let it even happen. She's going to leave. She's going to try and escape.
This just brings into, is that against the rules or something?
I don't think she cares.
I don't know what the rules of this are. Because Jeffrey is just playing it fast and loose.
Yeah. Well, he's an omnipotent, omniscient giraffe. I think he can do whatever the fuck he pleases. I mean, so yeah, that is Review Starlight.
No,
this week.
he's not omnipotent because he says, "I don't know how many times that we've done this to Banana-chan." So
no, he doesn't. That he doesn't know.
And he's
he
not
lost
omnipresent.
track. He lost track as if to say this has happened so often.
I'm just going with what I believe.
But what you believe is wrong.
I don't know what to believe, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure Jeffrey will understand it, and hopefully we will by the next episode as well. Because the finales are coming up.
I think that, well, at least my opinion was that he was saying I understand based on their relationships.
Possibly.
But I'm not sure.
So guys, with that confusion in hand, we're going to end this here. God, Review Starlight is... It's so good, but it's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's one of those shows, too, that you have to watch twice to get it.
Yes.
Because there's obviously...
hints and clues.
Foreshadowing in the earlier episodes that if you go back and look at it with knowledge from later episodes, you would be able to look at that in new light.
So you guys go do that, and in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. So guys, we are reaching the end of this season. We have 2 more weeks to go.
Yeah, very, very much near the end. There's only 2 more episodes to go in most shows.
With the exception of Banana Fish.
With the exception of Banana Fish, and if there are any more delays for whatever reason.
Yeah, because we still got hurricane season and tsunami season and earthquake season happening all at the same time, apparently.
Armageddon season.
Yeah, which I hope to God you're all safe out there. We really do. But we're reaching our finales. I'm really excited to see where some of these are headed. Obviously, some are just episodic, so it's just going to be fun to watch. But, you know, the ones who have the overarching stories, I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to finish these off. I hope you guys are looking forward to them too. Hope you're willing to come back and enjoy them with us. But for now, guys, we have to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, please let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, share it, or you can click on the annotations for other videos we've done. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.